Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Loren again. Today we're going to be going over the top 3 dishwashers. First up, this is my number 3 choice, is the KD F104. And this guy this is my number 3 pick. So wash cycles, you're going to have 5 different wash cycles. One of the highest rated cycles is actually going to be a Pro Wash option. What that does, it has a soil sense technology. What that does is actually going to detect what's leaving the dishwasher. So if you have food particles, anything, or still residue from your detergent, it's going to notify the dishwasher, and it's going to continue the cycle until it's completely, you have clear water coming out. Also has your express wash. I believe that's an hour and a half wash cycle. So it's pretty quick, considering a lot of these dishwashers take a little bit longer, just with how little water that a lot of these use to meet EPA standards. Going on into the interior of this dishwasher. So all stainless steel. This one's actually 46 decibels, so it is really, really quiet. These are all nylon coated racks, so these aren't those old rubber racks that kind of can rust and rust away on you. Also, the racks are ball bearing, so this top rack here glides smooth, really easy, and it is adjustable too. So let's say if you have, you want more room for dishes down below, if you have something taller, all you gotta do is lift this guy up, and it lifts up just like that. If you have taller cups, you could just push these 2 buttons here, and you could drop that down 1 notch. And down at the bottom, guys, it still has your heating element, which means it has your heated dry. At 46 decibel, guys, you really can't hear this one operate. It is very, very quiet. You can have quiet conversations next to this dishwasher, and it'll be completely fine and then not interrupt you guys. And that's my number 3 pick, and let's move on to number 2. All right, guys, this is my number 2 pick. This is the LG. This is the LDP6967. A really popular model, guys. From the front here, all 3 dishwashers, by the way, I'm going to be talking about, do not have the handle. I did that on purpose just because it's a little bit trying to match different appliances. This kind of works out better not having the handle. But it's got your sensor and tells you kind of what's going on from the front here. So you have your 3 different settings kind of telling you in what cycle it is in process. On the top here, if you guys have never had a dishwasher with a control panel on the top, it's going to have all your settings up here. So you're going to have a lot of different features on this. It's going to have your auto settings, similar to the KitchenAid, not quite as responsive with the soil level sensor, but that kind of does have the sensor will detect what's when the dishes are clean and kind of what quality water is leaving. What I do like on this dishwasher is it does have your half load and your dual zone options. So let's say if you have just a bunch of dishes on the bottom, you could just push that half load option. It's going to run the top or bottom only. This is not a heated dishwasher. It has a heating element that heats up the water, but it doesn't have a heating element on the bottom like we saw in that KitchenAid. So this one actually uses a condensing dry system. It's a hybrid condensing dry system, which basically means it's going to kind of help with these ventilation things that we have in the back of the dishwasher that Peter might be able to get to and show you a picture here. But that is going to actually bring outside air into the dishwasher, and it's going to help the condensing process with drying the dishes. Moving on into the racks of this system. So this one's actually going to have your 3rd rack. So you could actually, Tupperware lids, silverware, you could actually throw right on the top here, saving a lot more space. This is a little bit adjustable on this side. You can move this depending on if you want to raise or lower, depending on what you have there. So you can change that. Similar to the KitchenAid, this is a ball bearing rack system. Nylon coated racks, just like the KitchenAid. These are smaller buckets compared to the KitchenAid, so depending on your cup size, this is a little bit smaller, but it is adjustable too. So on both sides, I know I'm standing up here, so it might be a little bit more difficult, but you can actually lower that a few different settings. It's got 3 different settings there where the KitchenAid only had 2. Moving on to the bottom, that's kind of the technology in LGs really is popular. So this is the quad wash system is what they do in LGs. So you have 4 blades, and these 2 blades with the yellow actually rotate different directions to kind of get you a really powerful wash. So they do a lot of research and development when they're making these dishwashers to kind of figure out the best quality, and that's the system right now that all LGs use. Very highly rated on Consumer Reports. Kenmore Appliances, a lot of those are actually being manufactured by LG at the moment too. This one actually can hook up to your phone as well too, so if you're laying in bed, it'll notify you when your dishes are clean. It's a really cool dishwasher, and that's my number 2 pick, guys. All right, guys, this is my number 1 pick. This is the Bosch. This is the SHP 865. Really great dishwasher, guys. First thing I like on the exterior of this dishwasher actually has no brand at all. So if you're concerned about matching appliances, or you don't like to have the logo, if you want everything to match, as far as Consumer Reports rated, Bosch rates really high, and it has no logo, which I do like. So on the front, looks really clean. Going to the top of this guy, so here's all your control settings. These aren't touchscreen. These are actually button push. So Bosch has done a lot of research and development in all their dishwashers, and they claim that these control panels last a little bit longer than the more touchscreen oriented ones. Moving on into the silence package that you have in this is the Silence Plus 44 decibels. Really, you can't hear this one when it operates. Really, really quiet. It actually has an info light. When this is done, it'll actually shine a light on the ground to let you know that the dishes are done. Other than that, you wouldn't be able to really hear it operate. So it's really, really quiet. Cycles, again, you're going to have, I think on this guy, you have 5 different cycles. You have a speed 60 minutes, which is a very nice feature to have. This one actually also has a feature where when the dishes are done, it's going to actually pop open for you. So once it's done in the cycle, it's actually going to pop open. So what that does is it allows that air to kind of vent out and that condensation process to begin, and just a little quicker on the drying process for you guys. So moving on to the interior, you notice the dispenser for the detergent. If we can look over here real quick. So this right here, you put your detergent here. It's actually going to drop that detergent into this little basket. That's what they've done with the research and development, is that keeping that soap in that top rack, you're going to get those cups a little bit more clean. As that detergent drops down, that second blade's going to get the dishes on the bottom nice and clean. So really good results in the top and the bottom with this design. Really simple design too. It's kind of foolproof, honestly, and it works really well. The interior on these racks, only complaint I'd say on this one, the racks in the LG and the KitchenAid are a little bit smoother, but still, guys, this is really smooth. Not quite as smooth. Adjustable still. These can raise or lower depending where you want it. 3 different level settings. Top, you got your third rack still. Bosch, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the first ones to kind of do this system. So they kind of changed the way you can move and adjust these too. So these can raise or lower depending on what you have there. Locks into place, different settings depending on what you have and how much space you need up top there. The bottom rack too. These tongs are able to adjust. And you have a little, I didn't show you on all the dishwashers, but all of these do adjust a little bit. I didn't check the plate settings, but you can load a lot of plates in here compared to the other dishwashers. This is a European dishwasher, so the plate settings a little bit smaller than some of the KitchenAids, but still a really great model. Alright guys, and that is my #1 pick. See you guys next week. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week.